So the question is, how long do criminal investigations stay open? This guy up here says forever because he's talking about a case that happened in the 1960s and the guy still got arrested today. Now, I've often found it kind of ironic in a sense that with some cases that they would just be closed and, open and shut and done and that's it. But yet for some of these other investigations that they are ongoing, so that's the part of the law that really, really confuses me, because it's like, well, with time that has passed, I mean, how do you prove something? Because I know a lot of times they talk about the cold cases or, so when you keep bringing something up on social media over and over again, but you didn't report it right away, then they talk about a statute of limitations. It's like, well, my goodness. It's like, okay, so for example, right now I'm feeling like, okay, at the time of marriage, every 16 or 18-year-old who gets married has to be a lawyer. Every woman has to be a lawyer to know what the law is in advance of her getting married. That's the same thing with anything. You have to know in advance of what's going on, related to protecting yourself against a nefarious, felonious partner in life who doesn't have your best intentions at heart. Because the thing is right now to me, I just feel like there's so much ill intent within marriage in and of itself that I question the whole institution of marriage, which ties in with church for me now. I question the whole institution of till death us do part because of the fact of how things have been presented, and then there is ties, but yet there is, the church really wants to take on this role of, well, we don't want to be tied to the government, in many ways. So there's two legal aspects to it. The church has their side of things where they could probably legally marry a person within the church, even though you wouldn't be legally married in the eyes of the federal government. But on the same note, I mean, there's other things, prices rising, and then eventually the self-private corporate governance institutions such as church and other entities, such as nonprofits and things like that, then they eventually they will cry foul and ask for help because things just get too hard and difficult for them. Isn't that with any of us in life, though? But how do you prove something that happened in the past, which it did happen? Time has passed.